Let us close our eyes for a moment. Let us watch our breath. Inhalation, exhalation. Breath is our life. No breath, no life. How the breath is going in and coming out. Is it natural, spontaneous, or something behind? I bow to God. I bow to all the divine incarnations. I bow to all the masters of all times and all places. I bow to my beloved Gurudev. I bow to all of you and the entire creation. Om. Amen. Please open your eyes. It is by the grace of God and Sri Gurudev I am here in New York City to commemorate my master's 50th anniversary of coming to West. And as a second round of this year's trip, I left India for Europe. From Europe, now I am here in USA for 2 days in New York and New Jersey. We all are living beings. We all have life. The plants have life, animals, and we the humans. All are breathing. Plants have a body. So is the animals and we the humans. Plants have mind, but not so much developed. But they respond to nature. They communicate among each other. The ancient rishis declared that plants are highly developed. They can communicate very easily. I don't know if you've heard about a book, The Secret Life of Plants. Here in this country, there was some study. Plants have mind. They also sleep. Plants sleep. Animals and we the humans, we have mind. And we also take rest. How is our mind? Is our mind peaceful, active, dynamic, creative, loving, motivated, joyful, and so on, or reactive, angry, upset, sad, gloomy, melancholy, depressive? How is our mind? Do you know this life is a gift? Breath is a gift. Mind is a gift. They should be used. The body is given to us, body should be used. If we use the body in the right way, the body will be healthy, body will be flexible, body will be beautiful. If we don't, then body will be more stiff, easily tired, sickness will come. The mind is there, mind is given to us. How do we use our mind? Today I asked, what is the theme for this evening? I was told mental health, meditation, and wellness. Is it so? Health, health, health. There is too much of cry everywhere, crisis. (2020), I was in Vrindavan for 9 days, a special occasion. I was fasting, observing silence. Then I heard there is shutdown. All flights cancelled. You can travel. Appeal not to leave your home unnecessarily. Stay at home, stay healthy. I thought it is a blessing. Not to go. I had my flight booked for Australia. And that year we had a lot of activities to some new countries also. During that period, I'm talking of myself. I not lost intentionally. I reduced 4 to 5 kilos of weight, and my body became much slim and trim. And those who know about Kriya Yoga, I was practicing how many bows, how many Mahamudras you can imagine. Fantastic, no talk. I thought God wants me to extend this period of silence. not to talk. Human being is a talking animal. We talk day and night. Some people talk even during their sleep. They're talking. I stopped talking. Yes, many people suffered. People lived with fear. And many things happened. Few were happy. Do you know who? The wild animals. Because of less traffic, because when there was shutdown, in India, the peacocks danced on the street of Rajasthan. Animals were, and I was happy. God has given us this mind. What is this mind? Once I was invited in University of Vienna. This is Columbia University. University of Vienna, psychology department. I asked a question. How old is the study of psychology? They told, few centuries. But how old the mind which we have since creation? Since creation, we have our own mind. But we started studying about mind since few centuries. The rishis in India, since time immemorial, they spoke about mind. What is this mind? They said mind is a flow of thoughts. One definition of mind. Vritti pravaha. Mind is a flow of thoughts. If it is a flow of thoughts, from where these thoughts are coming? Thoughts come from memory, from smriti. From memory, the thoughts come. You cannot think of anything which you don't know. Sometimes I make little humorous question. Do you know Gesundheit? The word Gesundheit.
Gesundheit, yeah.
Anybody who knows Gesundheit? Few raise their hands, not others. Those who know, if you ask what is this, they will tell it is a German word, meaning health. Now if I ask you, do you know what is Gesundheit? You'll all say, it is a German word, its meaning is health. So now it is in your memory. A few moments before you didn't know it, but now you know it. It is in your memory. Then you can think. If you don't know, you cannot think. So this flow of thoughts come from our memory. The flow of thought is a continuous process going on in human beings. Now the next question. How are your thoughts? Are your thoughts positive, healthy, loving, creative, joyful, or I don't want to tell the other side, dirty, impure, negative, so on. As is your thought, so is your life. So, are you healthy mentally or not? You can do your own self-examination. How are your thoughts? How is your thinking pattern? It will tell you that you are healthy or not. Now you do your own self-analysis throughout the day. Which type of thoughts are coming to me? Which type of thoughts are bothering me? Which type of thoughts are making me irritated? Or which type of thoughts are, and for how long? My friends, my Gurudev told, all human suffering is because of two things. He told in Bengali, Jata rog mudite ar bhudite. All the sufferings, all the diseases, either from here or from, I hope it is clear. So the main cause of suffering is here. In Sanskrit, there are two words. One is called as vyadhi, the other is called as adhi. Adhi, vyadhi. Adhi is mental, vyadhi is physical. And again, to make you clear, anything appearing as physical disease, the cause is the mind. The beginning, the root is the mind. Mind is the cause of misery. Mind is the cause of suffering. Mind is the cause of joy, happiness, and success. Everything is in your mind. My friends, about 131 years ago, one young monk from India, he came to this country. His name is Swami Vivekananda. Once he was asked, if you will be born again, what shall you do? He said, if I will be born again, first thing I will learn how to control the mind, how to discipline the mind, how to master the mind, how to direct the mind, command the mind. That's all. You want to be successful in life in any field, only need is your mind. Blessed are those whose mind is peaceful. Blessed are those whose mind is productive. Blessed are those whose mind is creative, for they will be successful. If I want to be a successful student, I need a good mind. If I want to be a successful husband or wife, I need a good mind. If I need to be successful in any career, I need a good mind. If I need to be successful spiritually, I need a good mind. Only the mind, nothing else. Take care of your mind, everything will be taken care of. How to take care of this mind? How to keep this mind healthy? The rishis, they taught since ancient time. Chale vate, chalat chittam, nischale, nischalo bhavet, yogi sthanuttam apnoti, tato vayo nirodhayat. You want to change your mind? The simple trick, simple way is your breath. Breath is breath. There is a correlation. My Gurudev used to say, if your breath is restless, your mind is restless. Suppose one person is angry. If a person is angry, how is the breath? A person has fear, anxiety, how is the breath? We know it. As is the breath, so is the mind. On the contrast, if the breath is peaceful, breath is loving, breath is calm and quiet, life is peaceful, life is loving, life is calm and quiet. Control your breath. My Gurudev used to say, breath control is self-control. Breath mastery is self-mastery. How to do? What does it mean? Any person in an ordinary life breathing on an average 15 times per minute. Again, on an average, we all breathe 15 breaths per minute. On the other hand, every breath 4 seconds. Every breath is 4 seconds. Again, if the breath is 4 seconds, inhalation on an average 2 seconds, exhalation 2 seconds. But this is ordinary breath. This breath is not really healthy breath. If a person is under anger, emotion, frustration, unhappiness, fear, anxiety, the rate of breath increases. If a person is peaceful, calm and quiet, naturally the breath is reduced per minute. For example, when a person is sleeping, the rate of breath reduces naturally. From 15 breaths per minute, if we can consciously reduce 15 to 12, 15 to 10, and so on, consciously, purposefully, then breath is naturally regulated and breath comes under our control. I'll give you another ordinary experience of breath control. This is make your breath slow and rhythmic. This is one way. Hold your breath. Do you know, you naturally hold your breath every day, many times. You'll say, what? We are holding the breath? Yes. When? Suppose you are taking a spoon of food in the mouth. You are swallowing. When you swallow the food, how is your breath? Have you thought of it? Observe. What happens to your breath? You hold it. Suppose there is a bag you have to lift up. I have this experience in the airports. Most of the time I travel alone. And many times I have heavy bags. For example, in Boston airport, I had 3 checked-in bags. Each bag was quite heavy. So one bag, another above that, carry-on baggage. When you lift up the heavy bag, do you know what happens to your breath? Who taught you? Did your mother tell when you are lifting up your bag, you hold your breath and lift up? Did anybody teach you when you are swallowing the food, hold your breath and swallow? Who taught you? When you hold our breath, we get strength. Holding the breath, lift up, place it, then natural breath. Nakumbha sadrusam balam. When you hold your breath, you get spontaneous strength in body, physical strength, also mental strength. Food and mental health. I was very young. In my early 20s. So just like this, I was in a 2 days workshop. The workshop was on vegetarianism and positive health. There were scientists, doctors, psychologists, and some spiritual people. I was like you participating. I asked one neurologist personally, do you really believe that food has impact on mind? He smiled. He said, yes. I said, how do you explain it? He said, very simple thing, because we are from India, so it is easy to. He said, if you take a cup of sour yogurt, you'll feel lazy. If you take a cup of coffee, you'll feel. Simple example he gave, a cup of coffee and a cup of sour yogurt. It has impact on the mind. Mind becomes little hyper, or mind becomes lazy. Food influences mind. The food is divided, the food we take, the gross part of the food goes through the mouth and goes to the toilet. The subtle part of the food, it goes from the food to the blood, to the entire system for our nourishment. The finest part of the food influences or helps our mind. Food and mind. Be very careful. The ancient rishis, saints and sages, they found what to eat, what not to eat, even not to eat at all. Do you know, I have done quite a good experiment on not eating. As I told you, I started observing silence from my young age. I also started fasting. Oh God, fasting is so beautiful. Fasting means sometimes I fast nothing, even no water. No water. 24 hours is very simple. No water. I have stayed even longer. Fasting with only water. Fasting with lemon honey water. Fasting with some juice. Fast and you feel so healthy, so peaceful, energetic. Even while fasting, I used to travel, I used to do all the works. I think last year when I came to New York, I was fasting. Lemon honey. Not talking. Lemon honey water. Fantastic.
Good guess.
Food influences the mind. Be very careful. When we are talking of mental health, now we live in modern world. The question is a choice between medication or meditation. Am I clear? You understood my English? Medication, tablets, or meditation. Choice is ours. Even for physical health, I'm not against medical science. I follow a master who loved doctors. His two brothers, elder brothers, were doctors. And he himself has very good knowledge of medical science. So I'm not, and medical science helps. But for simple thing, but to take, here in USA, take Tylenol. At everybody's home, there is. Should we depend upon medicine extremely or whenever it is really needed? So now, for mental health, medication or meditation. I will tell one real incident, experience in my life. I was touring in Odisha. I visited more than 120 places in 120 days or in 100 days, say. I traveled to 120 places, programs. I was in a remote tribal area. One young doctor, medical student, came to me with some problem. So, problem means problem here. Very beautiful young man. First thing I asked, how is your sleep? He said, I have not slept for days and days and days. That's the simple thing. Do you know, we should sleep. Sleep is very good. For ordinary people, they should sleep. Meditation is a good complement to sleep. Then, for him, there's two ways. Give some sleeping pill. But giving somebody a sleeping pill is not good. I knew, or we discussed and we found some Ayurvedic way. It is, so we tried this. Can you take in 1 cup of milk? This is special ghee. Mix it and drink it before going to bed. And slept that first evening from 10 o'clock, next day till 8, 9 o'clock. He slept. I told, don't wake him up. When he naturally gets up, few days he traveled with us. And when the sleep was good, slowly he became good. Well, let's sleep. So then he started meditating. Now healthy, married, good doctor, and so on. Food, I told you, breath, food, and now I'm coming to meditation. What is this meditation? What should we do? When we came to this room, our young professor, he was making the sound.
Yeah, singing book.
So, tongue. When I was a little boy, I don't know how it came to me or my head. I was very sick, skinny, very weak, unable to run and play and jump like other friends or siblings. One day what I did, I took 2 glasses. I did I can, very interesting. I was sitting and like this. My mother came and, my crazy boy, what are you doing? That was my first experience of really entering into calmness, silence, and meditation. Listening to some sound. Then, when I came to college, chanting, singing, little puja, fasting, it was part of my family, my personal life. But slowly I came into the path of meditation. I met my Gurudev. I was a college student and he taught me this meditation. Since that time till now, I have been practicing. By practicing this meditation, what we call it as Kriya Yoga, I have what I have experienced: mental calmness, concentration, peace of mind, joyfulness. You will tell you are a Swami, I was a student like you, I was having job like you, I have health problem like you, I have many problems. I have many problems. Don't think that only you have. Life is problem. And there is no human being who has no problem. And many times I tell out of joke, you have a job, you have problem in job. You have a family, you have family problem. I am a monk, I have monkey problems. You'll ask, what is your monkey problem? Recently somebody was telling, I don't, she was telling what I did in my early years when I was touring all over the world. Whenever I stayed in somebody's house, during those days, people used to call. There was no internet. There was no mobile telephone. So people will call to landline. Suppose I am in Australia and people from USA will call, they don't know the time difference. You are calling in the daytime, it is midnight there, for example. You disturb the host, my host. I told them, I'm sorry to tell you, there might be unusual call at unusual time. So don't go to telephone, I'll pick it up. Hello, Swamiji, how are you? The first question. Have you taken food? Useless question. You know, I tell you, what is the time now? What is the time now? It is midnight. He said, oh, I'm sorry. Already you have disturbed. What is sorry? You don't know being a teacher, a teacher of spirituality or meditation. As I told you, monkey problem. So much a problem. My Gurudev was sitting with his elder brother, who was a doctor. So both the brothers, they were having their. Gurudev was telling how much hard work he was doing in his late 70s, early 80s in age. Gurudev's brother was telling, elder brother, my brother, bigger the family, more the trouble. Small family, less problem. Your family is multiplying every day. More children. Because more people come to you, more problem. Everybody has problem. So we all have problems. We have to face it. I found in my personal life, problems come, you face it with calmness, face it with a smile, face it with peace. The problem goes. And remember, no problem is permanent. And we aggravate the problem ourselves with our own weak mind, sick mind, and we suffer more. And not only we suffer, with our sick mind, we try to make others sick. Our egotistical mind, our meditation helps. Do you know? You all are meditating every day. What? We are meditating every day. You know it or not, you are meditating every day. When? When you sleep. When you sleep, sleep is meditation. Sleep is meditation. Yes. Paramahansa Yoganandaji said, sleep is meditation without consciousness. Meditation is sleep with consciousness. This is the only difference. Sleep is meditation without consciousness. And meditation is sleep with consciousness. This is the only difference. So, sleep joyfully, sleep peacefully, but sleep prayerfully. Similarly, find few minutes time every day to meditate, to relax. This helps to have healthy mind, peaceful mind, loving mind. Again, to bring you back, it is your mind. You have to keep your mind healthy. Keeping your mind healthy, I will tell another little hint. Then we'll have few minutes question and answer. I take you back to the definition of mind. Mind is the flow of thoughts. Just like river is a flow, you can make a dam. You can stop it. But if you stop the flow, then you have to channel it. Otherwise, if you stop the flow, the dam will be damaged. There will be more havoc. So, meditation or conscious thinking is the way to break the flow of thought and to channel it the way you want. For example, river is flowing. Make a dam, generate electricity, make canals, and take water to the land where it is needed for irrigation or for other purpose. Take water, use it. In the same way, break the flow of thought. Channelize your thinking in the way you want, in a positive way, in a constructive way, with which, just like we generate hydroelectricity, you also generate inner energy, inner strength. This is possible. Breath control, good food, meditation, and transformation of thinking, bringing positive thought. Who am I? For which purpose I have come? What is the priority in my life? What to do, what not to do? What to think, what not to think? What to eat, what not to eat? What to do, what not to do? Where to go, where not to go? Consciously, meaningfully to do it. And if we do this, physical wellness, mental wellness, social wellness. Social wellness means In the family, the bond of love will increase. Success, peace, and happiness in your hand. Thank you all.